Okay, we're ready. All right, tell us about some of the renovations that people can expect to see when the track opens.
When you pull into the parking lot on opening day, the first thing you're going to notice is a fresh coat of paint over the back of the entire midway. Forever it's been, you know, white concession stands, so I wanted to just break that up a little bit. So I've decided to just do like a gray shade, and then all the columns, the concrete columns that help support the bleachers, those will all be a black color. The trailer that was brought onto the property a few years back because more office space was needed was, of course, a good idea for the work environment, but I thought that to be more of an eyesore. So we're gonna, with help from NASCAR, do a complete wrap on the front of that. So we have the large wheel-in logo and the new London-Waterford Speedbowl. That's going to be just to get people excited when they pull into the parking lot and you know, realize that there's something new taking place. We bought a yellow concession trailer just a few weeks back, where we're going to be able to add on more grilling and fresh cut fries on what I consider to be the less popular side of the racetrack. Something always seems to be going on the side where there's the tent. So in speaking with my social media partner, Mike Saluka, we decided that we would try to bring more attention down that way. So excited about that concession, and we're going to call that area Autograph Alley. Victory Lane, the part that makes me really excited, is going to be moved back down onto the start-finish line. There's always that concern of whether or not it'll slow up the show, but I think we need to cater to the youth, and the youth get excited about actually stepping down onto the racetrack and getting their picture with their favorite driver. So we're going to take the old Victory Lane area, we'll put a backdrop in that area where Victory Lane was, and we'll bring drivers over every week, and I want to take the time to give a few different drivers that opportunity to meet some of the kids, or some of the big kids like myself. There's a lot of people at the track that don't have that one-on-one relationship with a driver, and I think it's just a great idea to bring the drivers out into the grandstands a little bit more. So concessions is pretty exciting, just from the fact that it was kind of depressing to look at it upon my first look over. We took all of the concession equipment out. We power washed, hot water power washed the entire place out. Oni's already come in and put a fresh coat of paint on the back wall. We painted the floors. We're basically starting from scratch in that department. Bruce has decided to purchase a lot of new equipment, along with using what was good. I mean, people have always ranted and raved about the ice cream. Something about the bowl ice cream just goes down so good. And we're just gonna, you know, do some maintenance on some of the older equipment. But we signed on with Steve Rubin, who owns Fast Track Concessions. Right now, the way the concessions are set up, and that's the way it was built in 1951, it's not legal to have an open flame underneath the grandstands. So that's why we needed to bring that mobile unit in and go back to that burger shack is totally being reworked on the inside. Pretty exciting overall about the new staff that we're going to be bringing in, where we're going to put a lot of new faces in the grandstands. Just in case people get extra thirsty, Bruce is buying a couple more beer dispensers. So looking forward to it. In the bathroom scenario, I gotta thank longtime racer and fan Steve Pinkham for his carpentry skills. Has come in and worked the racetrack over in multiple areas. And we just did some rebuilding in the bathrooms, but it's not yet to my satisfaction because the amount of time that we've had to do this. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a trailer roll in there with some mobile units just to get us by for now, because the scope and the vision of what we want to do long term it's not rewarding to actually demolish that bathroom and rebuild right now, because it might be part of the long-term scope of new buildings to have some state-of-the-art bathrooms. So things have gotten sidetracked a little bit with the fact that it took a while for the snow to get out of there, and then it's a non-conforming commercial piece of property where we have to go through variances to really get what we want. And by the time we were approved in zoning, we wouldn't have that opportunity to do what we need to do. So we have some temporary plans to make sure that a family's satisfied with the visiting us. If you are at the start-finish line looking up at the tower, to the right-hand side, there's a large section. That whole area, we'll keep it from like 8 rows from the top, but that whole area is going to be painted gray, not barn red.
Wow.
And that's what we call the family section. In the family section, there will be no profanity, there will be no alcohol, and there will be no fumar. It's tough in the public air to say no smoking, but we have one area where a family is sure to go and have a good time and not damage their ears. Well, we already know that the racing surface itself puts on one of the best shows in New England. So we've got that going for us. I really want people to get a feeling like they're at a place of amusement. Like everybody's friendly. I want to make sure that all staff, whether it be customer service, concession, or actual race department, go above and beyond to make sure everybody feels welcome. I mean, that's Bruce's highest priority, is that he bought the place so that people could go somewhere and have a good time. And I want somebody who is either a racer or somebody new to the sport to have such a positive experience that they want to continue to return.